So we're a bit of an interesting combination of software and hardware. Plus, we're also a major e-commerce company. So it's interesting. It's kind of an Amazon-like, with a Google-like software company, with an Apple-like and Samsung-like hardware company. It's kind of really interesting amalgamation of ideas.
How long will it be before we see Mi Notes on sale in Europe, in the United States, and the UK?
So it's probably going to be a few years before we reach sort of these tier one markets as we might define them. And the reason is because we think that our value proposition of building very high specification products and selling them, almost at cost, has a much higher impact, economic and social impact in the developing markets. But also because markets like the US and Europe are insanely competitive. And I think we're not quite at the level where we feel like we're ready to be part of what we're doing in these markets.
At the moment, I understand that you're contracting your manufacturing to Foxconn and Inventec, I believe. Now, both of those companies have come under criticism for labor rights violations. Now, how concerned are you at Xiaomi about the working conditions of those frontline workers who are actually making Xiaomi products?
So we're obviously, concerned in the sense that we want to make sure that everybody who sort of touches our products as it gets manufactured and so on, is working under good conditions. And we are constantly in conversation to make sure that this happens. And as far as we can see, actually the working conditions are quite good. I think some of the criticism may be unwarranted. And it's something that matters to us and which we do monitor closely.
Xiaomi is often called the Apple of the East, and there are many people who have pointed out similarities between Xiaomi products and Apple products. What do you say to that? How do you answer back to that criticism?
We are a very innovative company. We've done a lot of really interesting, original things. We've been copied almost more than any other Chinese company, particularly given the model that we use to sell, the social media approach to e-commerce and so on, which is not design per se, but it is a very important part of our business.
Tell me about the culture at Xiaomi. Do you feel that it's a Chinese company?
It's a Chinese company with insane global ambitions. Our company working hours are 9:30 in the morning to 9:30 in the evening. And that's just kind of the regular working hours, plus 1 hour for lunch. But show up in our office here at 11 p.m. and you'll see that 80% of the people are still around, right? Often because they're working on something that they feel is so important that they need to spend extra time on it. And I think that shows in how quickly we can launch products and how quickly we can iterate and do software updates and so on.